here is Pinetree. Enjoy. Wake up, Jacob, days are breaking, peas in the pot and the whole cake's baking. Early in the morning, almost day, if you don't come soon, I'm gonna throw it all away. Wake up! So, that was a song I learned from Pete Seeger. And this one, I just had to do a Dylan song. It had, I had 3 different candidates for a Dylan song, but this one won out because it has harmony. And you probably know it. Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift, the gate won't close, the railings froze. Get your mind off of winter time, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. That was the melody. Okay, so if you want to take on the harmony, oh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Alright, try the harmony, just give it a try. Here we go. Oh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters they sent, morning came and morning went. Won't you pick up your money and pack up your tent? You ain't going nowhere. So the melody is ooh-wee, and the harmony is ooh-wee. Pick 1, 2, 3, and ooh-wee, ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Rena, you made it, yay. Gang is gone, he could not keep all his kings supplied with weed. Won't you climb that hill, no matter how steep? You ain't going nowhere. Oh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgate and substitutes. Won't you strap yourself to the tree with roots? You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters they sent, morning came and morning went. Won't you pick up your money and pack up your tent? You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift, the gate won't close, the railings froze. Get your mind off of winter time, you ain't going nowhere. Now really try that high part, come on. I'm gonna do the low part, you try the high part. Ooh-wee, 2, 3, and ooh-wee, ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Pretty. Ooh-wee, ride me high, tomorrow is the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. So, I'm so glad that there's Fred here who, like myself, works with children, because I just get too serious when I'm not around children. And I wrote this song for my students who had, they hooked up with Brooklyn Botanic Garden and they got all these plants in their classroom. And probably the teacher said to me, why don't you write a song about it? She was always saying things to me like that, and I always did. So, and I used the melody of Pete Seeger. Now, perhaps you know the Hebrew word kavanah. This means you do something like you mean it, okay? I think the translation is intention. So this song really has to be sung like you mean it. Actually, there's someone from Clearwater who started a group called Slimy, which is Sing Like You Mean It. And she also works with children. Linda Richards, she's great. Really fabulous. So this is to every plant around the world. I reach my hand, I send my love. And if you want, you could even be like me and do the hand motions. To every plant around the world, I reach my hand, I send my love. Just remember to do it like you mean it. To every plant. Oh, where is that pick? What happened with that pick? Oh, who's going to be here to draw? You just happened to the next one. Thank you so much. To every plant around the world, I reach my hand, I send my love. To every plant around the world, I wish you all the rain. Daffodils, yellow frills, in the green grass your colors flash. May the April rain come again to all the plants around this world. Every plant around the world, I reach my hand, I send my love. To every plant around the world, I wish you all the rain. The sun will shine, the water flow, every day you'll climb and grow. To every plant around this world, I wish you falling rain. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this part, the falling rain. So we definitely need someone. Did you know this is going to be audience participation? We definitely need someone to do the falling rain. Come on, don't be shy. You're it. Now come. You raise your hand. All right. And if you don't have a rain stick, you could do the rain sounds. You said you were going to help me, right? I wish you falling rain. Peppermint, oregano, lavender blue, yellow calico, ginger roots and ivy twirls, all the plants around this world. To every plant around the world, I reach my hand, I send my love. To every plant around the world, I wish you falling rain. Welcome be our little green tree. As the children grow, so you also. May the sun be warm and may the fair winds blow through all the plants around this world. To every plant around the world, I reach my hand, I send my love. To every plant around the world, I wish you falling rain. Thank you so much. Okay, so another song I wrote for my students. And I have my brother is such an avid gardener. Every plant needs something that begins with the letter C. You can tell I work with children, right? Compost.
What age group?
Compost. Elementary school. Okay, compost. So I wrote this song to explain the process to my students, and again I borrowed a wonderful melody from Pete. Oh, there's that pick. Okay. singable chorus. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. We eat avocado, but not the skin. The compost pile will take it in. All the little insects very busy. Wriggly worms and the centipede. Bugs munch the plants and then excrete. Makes good soil, oh it smells so sweet. Lemon peels and coffee grounds. Leaves that drift, scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sun shine down. Earth recycles round and round and round and round and round and round. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Now you don't really have to be a gardener to sing. Try it. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Munching an apple makes us smile. Now toss the stem into the compost pile. Little buggies gobble up those treats. Just ask a roly-poly and the next snail you meet. What's trash for some is treasure for these. Compost. Lemon peels and coffee grounds. Leaves that drift, scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sun shine down. Earth recycles round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Here's your part. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Dumps are piled so high, already tall, reaching up to the sky. So give the earth a helping hand, adding value to the land. One day my bones will decompose, making new dirt for the earth and those who plant apples and greens and blueberry, the forest and the tree. I'm making good compost, making good soil to grow. But not the skin. The compost pile will take it in. All the little insects very busy. Wriggly worms and the centipede. Bugs munch the plants and then excrete. Makes good soil, oh it smells so sweet. Lemon peels and coffee grounds. Leaves that drift, scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sun shine down. Earth recycles round and round and round. Thank you, Wayne. Round and round and round and round. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow.
Kids must love you in the garden when you sing all of these. To get them to sing them. Really sweet, Lois.
So I just changed these strings, which is nice for the guitar, but they're going out of tune a bit. And there's a whole genre of jokes that you tell while you're tuning the guitar. The most common of which is close enough for folk music. My young love came to me, she moved through the fair. So softly she wandered, both here and there. As she laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. My young love came to me, she softly came in. So softly she came that her feet made no din. Then she made her way homeward with one star awake. Like the swan in the evening moves over the lake. In case you couldn't tell, that's a song from Ireland. So, I think it's time for a song dedicated to DT. That's what I call the president. Now, I actually wrote this so many years ago, so it's not, it just seems to fit in with what he's talking about today, coincidentally. But I actually wrote it about a man. It's a documentary I saw about a man who lived in Massachusetts. He had a sweet little organic farm and a nice house. And one day, somebody from the local government decided to put up a weather station in his backyard, a weather tower, really big, kind of looks like an oil tower. And I don't think he had anything against weather stations, but they didn't really ask his permission, and he didn't like it. So he, being very resourceful, New England kind of guy, went out there with some ropes, and he attached the ropes. And he pulled the tower down. So I was very impressed with that, and I wrote a song called It's a Mighty Wall, But You Can Watch It Fall. So this is dedicated to DT and to us, and it only works if you sing it. All right? So you're going to help me sing this. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. It's a mighty tower. It's a mighty tower. It's a mighty tower built on that power, but it just won't stand. It's a mighty wall. So why don't you give me an echo on that, okay? It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. Good, and that's a great place to clap. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. It's a mighty pipeline. It's a mighty pipeline. It's a mighty line, but not this time. And no pipeline. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. One more time, sing it like you mean it. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. That mighty wall.
Okay.
So I'm hoping there's some Clearwater people here, Alan, who might know this song and will help me sing it. It's about, and Donna, it's about raising the sail on the Clearwater, which is a group project. Everybody hauls on the line, and including the children, especially the children. It's a great experience. So I'm going to leave it to you to figure out which part to sing, all right? You listen and sing.
And we do invite people to come on the sales, whether they go on the Clearwater.org website and find the sale to join in, or if you're doing New York City Friends of Clearwater, which is an organization I was president of for several years, we have a club sale every year, so let me know if that's what you want. put your preference on by your name. And so come on, everybody has to go on a sail at some point. Raise your hand if you've ever been on Clearwater.
If you've ever or never.
Ever. That's a pretty good representation. Now the rest of you have to join in too. Okay? All right. And as long as we have a lull for a moment, please know that the wine and food is for sale at reasonable prices. But that's all part of the fundraiser, or at least we're here. Good food, good wine.
All right, I'm trying to figure out what key I'm thinking in, but it's not happening, so let's just try the song. Clear waters on the river. Now that would be a good word to sing on river. Let's try it. Clear waters on the river. Clear waters on the river. It's a long haul, you better believe. Old Clearwater's got a mighty fine sail. Oh, make her go high, that's your line. Oh, make her go high. I want to see Clearwater before I die. Oh, make her go high. Hey, Clearwater. Oh, make her go high. Hey, Clearwater. Oh, make her go high. Oh, Albany's up and the battery's down. Oh, make her go high. I want to see Clearwater before I die. Oh, make her go high. Hey, Clearwater. Oh, make her go high. Hey, Clearwater. Oh, make her go high. Clear waters on the river. Clear waters on the river. It's a long haul, you better believe. Okay, this is a very beautiful river song, and you can guess what the river is. I'll let you guess. I live in that city that is built amongst the hills, where smoke is always pouring from the big rolling mills, and steamboats on the river go towing to and fro, where the old Allegheny and Monongahela flow. Okay, so the guess is not for the river.
Pittsburgh.
Right, it was for the city, Pittsburgh. There we go. So, now that you heard it, let's have some harmony. I live in that city that is built amongst the hills, where smoke is always pouring from the big rolling mills, and steamboats on the river go towing to and fro, where the old Allegheny and Monongahela flow. Well, that was great improvising. You are such a great audience. You get a half from me for that one. Speaking of the Monongahela, she was born in an old back river alley. Her ma and her pa, they called her Sal. She grew up to be the pride of the valley, a typical Monongahela gal. She wandered one day by the river, and she Jason steaming by. Her heart gave a leap and a quiver as she caught the handsome pilot's roving eye. Now his name, you must know, was Maud Stanley, and he wore a fancy sporting coat. He was tall, dark, and handsome and manly, the slickest pilot ever steered a boat. And here's your chorus. Roll on, Monongahela. Roll on to the Ohio. Roll on past Eliahu down to the Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. Now Moat gave a toot on his whistle, and the Jason churned the water at her stern. And Sal, stepping light as a thistle, reached up and took Maud Stanley's hand in hers. It was love, careless love by the river. It was love, careless love by the shore. And I'm sure the good Lord will forgive her, for she never knew what love was like before. He swore that he always would love her as they walked through the old Answorth Dam. But that night, overboard, he did shove her, and then Maud Stanley took it on the lam. Well, no one could say Sal was sickly. She didn't even take time out to bowl, but she hightailed it right down for Civically, slapping out a fast Australian crawl. She hopped a fast freight for Rochester, and there was Maud steaming close to shore from a yard bull who tried to molest her. She up and swiped a great big 44. She raised up that big shooting iron, and she fired 6 shots into Maud. And when she laid down that revolver, she sure messed up that fancy sporting coat. And here's your part. Roll on, Monongahela. Roll on to the Ohio. Roll on past Eliahu down to the Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. So, Rena Rinkovich-Spielberg is here, my folk dance teacher, and she's a great Israeli promoter. So I would have done these songs anyway, but I just thought I had to bring in 2 songs from the Seder. One because it is the most beautiful melody I have ever heard, and the other because it's about a great guy that you should know about. So the first song is just the order of, it just recites the order of the things that we are expected to do in the Seder. Kadesh Orechatz Karpas Yachatz Magid Raksa Motzi Matzah Maror Korech Shulchan Orech Tzafun Barech Hallel Nirtzah. So some of you look like you know it. Why don't you sing it with me? Kadesh Urechatz Kapas Yachatz Magid Raksa Motzi Matzah Maror Korech Shulchan Orech Safun Barech Hallel Nirtzah. So the other one is about a wonderful mythical character named Eliahu. And you probably know this story. Rena, would you like to tell about Eliahu? No. So Eliahu comes down from heaven and he helps the Jewish people in whenever there's a trouble, whenever there's a real. But he doesn't come in and say, I'm Eliahu, and he doesn't wear a name tag saying Eliahu. He comes in the guise of a poor and ragged stranger. So during the Seder, we open the door and invite in strangers and the homeless and people who need to come to a Seder. And we sing to Eliahu. So if you know it, please join me. Eliahu Hanavi, Eliahu HaTishbi, Eliahu, Eliahu, Eliahu HaGiladi, Imhera Yavoenu, Yavo Eleinu, Im Moshiach ben David, Im Moshiach ben David. Come, help me sing this because I'm sure I messed up that second verse. Anyway, come. Eliahu Hanavi, Eliahu HaTishbi, Eliahu, Eliahu, Eliahu HaGiladi. I'm impressed. Most of you knew it. I'm very impressed. My name is Corn, so green and high. I grew in the cornfield under the sky. All night long I grew so tall. All of the summer, half of the fall. Sunlight, moonlight, starlight, rain. White, orange, yellow, the golden grain. From the Aztec, the Mayan, the native land. Many worship me. I give what they ask. When I feed you, know me well. Many are the stories I may tell. And this story, what happened to the wonderful picture?
Still down.
Why don't you hold it?
Okay.
So this is a wonderful story that I just put together about Kokopelli because he's such a wonderful character, and also he carries on his back a pack or a sack with songs and stories and seeds. And I had to write my own story because all the stories I researched about Kokopelli was that he made the women pregnant. That was another one of his. He's a fertility. Oh, and he plays the flute. So another reason for me to love him. So how many people already know about Kokopelli? Okay, so I asked Richard to copy his image from the computer, and there he is. He plays the flute. And this is a story about how Kokopelli brings the spring. Oh, don't do this to me. I'm supposed to cover that part. There we go. This is a real Native American flute made of cedar. You can see the beautiful colors. Beautiful. Once in a Hopi village, in Arizona, there was a young girl who lived amongst the cliff dwellers. And her people farmed corn. And in the summer, they would grow the corn and harvest it. And it was the little girl's job to help her family pick the corn and distribute it to the families. And they also grew beans, corn and beans. But they had to save some. Okay? They distributed a certain portion, and another portion they would lay on the ground. And I just asked my students this today, who didn't know the answer. One girl knew the answer, but you know why. Why did they lay the corn on the ground to dry?
Plan to grow more.
You're on the right track. Well, you see, it was summer, and winter was coming. And they knew the winter was coming. Corn does not grow in the winter. So they laid it to save for seeds. And when the corn was dried, she helped husk the corn and store it in clay pots, and the beans, so they would have food for winter. But this was a long winter. January, snow. February, snow. March, more snow. By now, all the corn had been cooked and eaten, even the seed corn. The people were starving, and the little girl went to bed hungry. Now, she heard the elders of her tribe telling stories. They said that Kokopelli has corn seeds in his pack, and that if you drum and dance, Kokopelli might come to your village, and he'll play the flute, and he'll bring the corn. So that night, the little girl was so hungry, she was holding her tummy and falling asleep, and she said, Kokopelli, please, please come to my village. Bring the corn, bring the spring. And that night in her dream, she heard this melody. She woke up, she was so excited. She ran to her parents. She said, Mommy, Daddy, wake up. Kokopelli is here, he's coming, I heard his flute. They said, Child, you're dreaming. Go back to sleep. But once they were up, they too heard the flute. And they heard it louder. It was getting closer. So the girl woke up her brother and she said, Wake up, Kokopelli's coming. And they strapped bells on their legs and they began jumping and dancing and drumming. And Kokopelli came closer and he reached into his pack and he pulled out a handful of corn seeds and he threw the seeds into the snow. And everywhere that a corn kernel landed, the snow melted and a little green sprout started growing and growing. Well, the little girl was so excited. She was so thankful. She ran to the window to thank Kokopelli. She said, Oh, thank you, Kokopelli, thank you for coming and bringing the spring. But Kokopelli didn't hear her. He was already on his way to the next village, playing his flute, bringing stories, and bringing the corn and bringing the spring. Speaking of seeds, this song was one that Pete loved because this is one of those songs that traveled around the world and had different incarnations. It started in Guinea-Bissau in Africa, and you probably know this song because Paul Winter recorded it, but it was originally recorded by the Dance Theater of Guinea-Bissau. So please join me. Menuet, Somerset, ah, Menuet. got hold of it and got some other parts. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Try that part. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And a third part. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, 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 la la la. Good. So when Pete taught this to the Hudson River Sloop Singers, he wrote 8 pages of notes about the history and how it should be performed, and he made a very big point that the maracas have to be totally even, okay? And this is for the, I don't know, probably better on the la 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 part. You could try it on another part, but I wouldn't use it throughout the whole thing. So I just brought these lovely little egg maracas with me, and I will throw one to anyone who wants one. Whoa. Come on. There we go. Yep. Oh, there's 3 more. Shake. All right. Great. All right. So let's try it on the la la la's. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Very even, very even. Just a straight arm, straight wrist. Don't bend your wrist. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la So Pete got hold of the song, and you know Pete, he was always reading the Bible, and he was reading a parable that Jesus told. The farmer sows his seeds, and some seeds fall on the stones. They never grow. Some seeds fall into the weeds, and they're choked by thorns. They never grow. But some seeds fall on fallow ground. They grow and multiply 1,000-fold. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Now, when I was on the Women's March after DT's inauguration, I saw someone carrying a sign that's a Mexican proverb, and it said, "They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds." La la la, 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 we are seeds, we are seeds, we are seeds. We will grow, we will grow, we will grow. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look away, don't you see? 1 and 1 don't make 2, they make 3. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, we are seeds, we are seeds, we are seeds. should end with the African. Menuet samse, menuet samse, menuet. One more time. Oh, this means midnight. Midnight, it's hard to translate. Midnight is pleased with itself. Midnight is so happy. Midnight is having a great time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Why don't you do the laws now? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Keep going. I hear music and I'll keep on. Night has come. I hear music and I'll keep on. Night has come. I hear music and I'll keep on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you everybody for singing. And don't forget our office.
Thank you so much, Lois.